In normal times, it would be so easy for me to write political jokes about a dim-witted American president being played like a drum by a quiet, unassuming man behind the curtain who has reduced the allegedly most powerful man in the world into little more than a distraction. But these aren't normal times, and joking about other countries' politics being broken is like being in a glass house and taking up boulder juggling. So instead, I'm just going to settle for telling you what a letdown the film is. First things first, this is from the director of the absolutely brilliant Big Short, which you should watch immediately. And here the director has tried the same tricks, but here it just falls flat. Whilst The Big Short was a hysterical, traumatising, informative look behind the curtain of the financial crash, using celebrities to explain the complicated bits, so we can understand who did what, how they did it, as well as how they got away with it, Vice is the story of a life. It's an interesting life, to be sure, but it just feels like a Cliff Notes version. The few celebrities that turn up just feel thrown in for no real reason. No character other than Dick Cheney gets the slightest development. Its pacing sucks. Seriously, the first hour should be cut down to about 20 minutes so we can get to the good bits. The editing is really badly done and just comes across as indulgent. The tone is too serious for its far too rare flights into fancy. The vast majority of the cast is wasted. Despite leaning left the older I get, this film makes Michael Moore look subtle, and Bale still seems to be playing Bruce Wayne. Yeah, that is Batman playing the lead. Okay, I think I've calmed down enough now to at least explain the plot. Vice, according to IMDb, is the story of Dick Cheney, an unassuming bureaucratic Washington insider who quietly wielded immense power as Vice President George W. Bush, reshaping the country and the globe in ways that we still feel today. Trust me, there's a lot of meat on the bones that goes untouched. Cheney's time at a weapons manufacturer? Untouched. His daughter's homosexuality and how that might throw him into personal and political battles and positions he would never have considered? Barely gets a mention. How he went from working on phone lines to working at Congress? A 30-second montage that made little sense. Look, Bale and his prosthetics do give an amazing performance, were it not for the fact that I've seen him do this performance where he growls and exudes barely controlled menace time and time and time again. Remember when he used to stretch himself in a bid to become a better actor and not just mutilate his body and call it a day? Those were good times. This film isn't completely hopeless. There is the odd spark of genius and the other actors do what they can with their material, especially Sam Rockwell, one of the best that guy's actors in the business. But it all just comes to naught. This film is slow when it wants to be fast, fast when it needs to slow down, and in dire need of some editing and a consistent tone, because there is a good film buried in here somewhere. Beneath all the rubbish is a good, if decade-late story, and what jokes there were mostly landed, but this film feels trapped between being a serious look at one of the most controversial men in American political history, and the director remembering that people liked all that random stuff he put in his previous film. I mean, I'm not saying that putting Margot Robbie in a bubble bath would have made me love this film unconditionally, but it wouldn't have hurt. Pick a tone, refocus, get a better editor, give the cast something to work with, and you could have a really good film, instead of this. Also, two quick things. It's January, so there is no way in Neeson's beard you can call this film of the year when John Wick 3 is out this year, and two, it's January. And 2 spots on my most disappointing list have gone already. Seriously, 2019, leave something for the autumn. Alright guys, so this is an if nothing else film. If nothing else is on, check this out. Otherwise, just don't bother. But what did you guys think? And what is your favourite biographical film? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, it's been a dunking. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.